All right, call to order. So before we get started, real quick, I know everybody's settling in, and this is something unique happening, so I think this is the way it should be, the way we've always wanted it to be, where we're going to have a joint meeting, and this has been in the works for quite some time. The last couple meetings we've collaborated on some different things, so we're going to call to order with roll call.
Mr. Kaufman?
Present.
Mrs. O'Brien? Here. Dr. Sampson?
Present.
Dr. Solis?
Present.
Mrs. Anderson? Present.
I'd like to call over Lorain City School Board meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dowd?
Here.
Mrs. Mario? Here. Ms. Johnson?
Here.
Mr. Rizzo?
Here.
Mr. Lewis?
Please stand for the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. All right, so approval of the agenda. Motion? We're going to do that after the approval of the, oh, let's do it now? Okay.
Dr. Sampson, before we move on to approve the agenda, can I please ask for an amendment to the agenda? And that would be to add public comment after the approval of the agenda and to suspend the executive session.
Second.
So approved. Do we need a motion on that? You seconded it?
So
Yes,
moved.
okay.
Oh,
I second, but you can second too if you want. Didn't hear you. You're more than welcome, Michelle. Third.
All right, so approval agenda?
Mr. Kaufman?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien? Yes. Dr. Sampson?
Yes.
Dr. Solis?
yes.
Mrs. Anderson?
Yes.
Mark, do you have recognitions, or are you going to skip that?
We would first do recognition of visitors, but I think we're all visitors kind of in each other's meetings today, so we can move on to the...
Okay, excellent. So at this moment, we're going to open up for public comment, and it's going to be a limit of 2 minutes, and our max is 30 minutes for the total public comment. Mr. Kaufman, if you want to be the timekeeper.
Sure.
And if we don't have public comment, we'll move on to the next component of the agenda.
First of all, how about those Buckeyes? Huh?
Now, hold on a second.
I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. How about those Buckeyes?
There we go. So if history serves me correctly, does this young man from Lorain, is he the only person in Lorain with 3 sets of gold pants? Is that correct? But I think Raymond had 2, and so I razz Raymond about that all the time. So I think you guys are in possession of how many? 3. Yeah, yes. So 3. All right, excellent.
Well, first of all, I'm Dave McFarland, and I had the opportunity to coach a young man from Lorain by the name of Rashad Berry. And the reason I'm up here to talk is not about Rashad, but he is the focal point for what I'm going to say, because he's graduating, a Lorain student, one of our Lorain children, is graduating from Ohio State. He's already got his undergrad degree. He's taking graduate level courses. He's doing all this because of this great community, because of the love and the support and the discipline when he needed it from Grandma, one of the great people that I've met in Lorain, and it's very dear to me. But if she can do it, why can't we? If one lady going to work every day, busting it, and I remember when I was in that kitchen and Rashad's trying to make that decision, you remember, and Grandma's crying, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and Rashad leaves the room and came out and made his decision, and we're all cheering. But that emotion was a culmination of 18 years of hard work by Mrs. Berry and this entire community. And I think what's going on is great. I think this combined meeting is great. I think we got great teachers and great students and great community, great parents. But I'm looking at Mr. Ballard and I'm looking at everybody up here, and I'm challenging you and I'm challenging myself in the time that I'm in Lorain. I can promise you, I'll give you every minute I got. I'll come in the evenings, I'll come on the weekends, but I'm challenging the teachers, I'm challenging the community, the parents. We've all bellyached and we've done all this stuff, but like Malcolm Gladwell, this is like the tipping point. I mean, aren't we at a pivotal moment right now that we have to all kind of come together with great love and passion, but we've got to come up with something and win this second semester. We've got to come up with a way to rally together, and this is a great start to see everybody here together. But for whatever it's worth, I just wanted to share how much I love Lorain and how blessed I am to have been a small part of Lorain. I think it's done more for me as a human being than any experience in my life. But I love this lady, and if she can do it, then we all can do it this next semester and the years coming forward. So God bless everybody. This is my 2 cents.
Thank you.
And Coach, I say Lorain is very blessed to have you and people like Mrs. Berry in our community. Thank you for all you all do. Thank you for that.
Washington. I just want to thank everyone that has made today possible. I'd like to thank my fellow village execs, all of the teachers, the parents, the kids who have trusted us to bring their stories forward, and for the ADC to finally make it seem like you guys heard our concerns. I encourage the next man or woman up to work with the community, listen to the teachers' concerns, and really just come together so we can really truly do what's best for kids and leave all of the mess behind us. We do have a second semester. I'm hoping that there will be some changes so we can save this year and walk away feeling really successful. Tonight feels good, but there's a whole second semester that really needs to, some changes really need to happen so our kids can learn and our teachers can just breathe a little.
Thank you. Hearing no others, I do need to approve the minutes from our last meeting for November 25th. So I need a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Frizzle?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
All right. Next on our agenda is the introduction and approval of the interim CEO. This young man comes to us from past experience as a teacher, educator, started out his career, attended Bowling Green State University, and did graduate work with Regent University in Cleveland State, and started out administrative track at Belpre City Schools and Amherst as a middle school principal, and moved on to Fireland Local Schools as superintendent from 2008 till 2012, and retired from the Educational Service Center of Lorain County as superintendent from 2012 until 2018. And what's most dynamic about this young man is the spunk and ability and the fire and desire to want to help. And his initial phrase was, "I'm ready to get back in it. I want to give it my all with the time that I have as an interim. I definitely want to listen to folks and do what's best for the community." And with that said, we are going to introduce Mr. Greg Ring as the interim superintendent here in Lorain for the remainder of the term until June. And Mr. Ring is going to also help us drive the process towards the search committee for the next superintendent. So I do believe he has the capability to help us with this transition process the best way possible, and we are grateful for that. And we are going to introduce Mr. Greg Ring, sitting in the front there. Greg, if you could, please. So before we get started, we are going to...
I had a little introduction I prepared for tonight, if you wouldn't mind if I'd chime in and read a little bit.
Absolutely love it. Please do.
Thank you, Dr. Sampson, and thank you, everybody, for coming this evening. This is a very exciting night. On behalf of the Lorain Academic Distress Commission and the Lorain City School Board of Education, we are honored to introduce our new interim CEO, Mr. Greg Ring. Greg is a father of 4 children and a proud grandfather of 11. He's a lifelong educator who brings to us an array of experiences, including teacher, coach, athletic director, principal, superintendent, and university instructor. Greg has also been very involved in his church and has served on the executive board for the United Way of Lorain County. Greg was a resident of Lorain County for 18 years, and the majority of his educational leadership experience has been local. Greg has served as a principal and assistant superintendent for Amherst City Schools, superintendent of Firelands Local Schools, and superintendent for the Lorain County Educational Servicing Center. Greg's work at the Lorain County ESC afforded him the opportunity to provide leadership and services to all schools in the Lorain County area, and specifically the Lorain City School District. Greg joins us with a comprehensive understanding of our local community. On a personal note, during Greg's tenure at Firelands, my youngest daughter was a student at Firelands Elementary. As a parent, I know firsthand Greg's leadership qualities. He is a man of great character and integrity with a strong ability to lead. The community can be assured that Greg will put the interests and well-being of children first. We can trust that he will work in a cooperative partnership with both the commission and the school board. Given the current challenges we face and the circumstances we must overcome, I have no doubt Greg will guide and support the entire school community to achieve positive outcomes for students. Greg, we are grateful for your willingness to serve the Lorain City School District and the Lorain community. If everyone will please join me again in welcoming our new interim CEO, Mr. Greg Ring. I would also like to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation to the Lorain City School Board members and to my fellow commissioners. Since my appointment on the commission 11 short months ago, I have truly valued our partnership and our shared relentlessness in working together to move Lorain City Schools in a positive direction. Here we are tonight in a joint venture. Because of our commitment to collaborate and the ability to work as a team in the best interests of children and the students of this community. I am looking forward to the next chapter in Lorain City Schools. Thank you.
So approval of Gregory Ring as the interim CEO for Lorain?
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Mr. Coffin?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Yes.
Dr. Sampson?
Yes.
Dr. Solis?
Yes.
And Mrs. Anders?
Yes.
Sorry, Chairman, can we frame it in terms of authorizing you to enter into the contract?
Okay. All right. So authorizing, the official language, authorizing us to enter into the contract with Greg Ring as the CEO, interim CEO for Lorain Schools.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Crawford.
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien. Yes. Dr. Sampson.
Yes.
Dr. Solis.
Yes.
And Mrs. Zander.
Yes.
Mr. Ferris, do you have the contract available?
That's fine. We'll do it.
Well, you guys see her, just say they'll do it. Actually, an NFL contract.
Maybe Garrett. Garrett. Oh, yeah, really.
Are you going to allow him to talk or what?
Yeah. Greg, if you want to take the mic and say a few words, please.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out this evening. Appreciate you being here and showing interest in your school district. Coach and Barbie both got me a little fired up there. I'm happy to be here and ready to move forward with that kind of enthusiasm. There's nothing we can't accomplish here in Lorain. And my tenure may be very short here through the summer and until we can get another person in charge and in the seat here. But I'm looking forward to it. I've known the Lorain schools very well, certainly being the county superintendent, the head of the ESC. We've worked closely with the Lorain City Schools in the past. I've worked with your board closely on certain matters and so forth. So I value the kids that are here in this school district. You've made some positive progress. Things are moving forward, I believe, in the right direction, but we can do better. And we're going to focus, we're going to talk to a lot of people. My job number one is to listen, is to come around, and if any of you have something that you want to share with me, you'll be given that opportunity. Just give us a call, drop me an email, and I'll be happy to set up a time to sit down and talk with you, because we want to hear from you. We want to hear especially from our teachers, from our staff members, from our administrators, and especially the community. And we're all here for the same reason, to do good things for kids and to move them forward to what they were meant to be in life. So thank you, appreciate you coming out again. Thank you to the commission. Thank you to the board for the discussions we've had, and I'm ready to roll. Thank you so much.
CEO search, RFP updates. Working on an RFP right now. We are getting language together and hopefully have that posted publicly for us to start that next process this week. And now that Greg's on board, can help us guide through that process as well. And we want to make sure that it's an open, inclusive process for the community to participate in as well. Once we have the search firm narrowed down and start the process of finding the next person. Okay? All right. And we are adjournment. All right. So that's the end of our session.
I do have a couple.
And Mr. Howard?
Okay, for the good of the order, do we have any old business that we need to cover on this end? Any old business? So I would like to take, because I don't think we have anything from the CEO. Do we have anything from the treasurer?
No.
Nothing this time? So if I could take the liberty of having maybe a few minutes to see if my board had anything that any comments from any of you all, please. Pardon? So I would say this is something that's important to us as a board, So as you all know, not to put her on the spot, but Eden is out this week on bereavement. She's lost her grandmother, and she still wanted, this was so important to her that she came out away from her bereavement to make sure she could do those things, to make sure this board meeting went. And today is her birthday, from what I understand, and she didn't want anybody to know that. So can she have a big round of applause? She absolutely was here to 9 or 10 o'clock last night to do things to take care of us. So we really appreciate that, and thank you for all you do. Very important to us. Is there any comments that you all have for Greg or to the community or to the ADC from anyone?
I'm fine.
Well, we're excited about going forward, and we've had lots of conversations and discussions, so I think this is a wonderful opportunity that we've taken advantage of, not just doing this, but doing it together. And as long as we continue to work together to support our community, I think we can be optimistic about the future looking forward. So thank you, Greg Ring, for agreeing to support this district. Thank you to the commission for working closely with us through the entire process of selection, identification, and all of that. And again, this was our first test, and I think we passed it well. So we look forward to the future opportunities. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Anyone else? I will add, so as you all know, it's been a very, very volatile year for our district. And the beauty of it is we have nothing but opportunity in front of us. As long as the ADC will be here and the board will be here, I hope this is the approach that this community gets going forward. And we hope that more and more people start to come so we can move our district forward. That's going to happen with the unions, with the teachers, with the parents, the community as a whole. Today is the day we get to set the reset button. We're not looking in the rearview mirror. We're just looking through the windshield and looking forward to our team as a whole. And when I say our team, I always tell everyone who wears a Titan jersey, from the administrators on down, is part of our team. So at this point, we all have to work together as we move forward as best we can. So I look forward to Greg. You've got the support of this board. You have the support of this ADC, and I believe you're going to have the support of this community at a very high level. And we look forward to doing great things with you. Welcome aboard. Thank you.
Through the chair, since I know they're taking pictures out there, it would be most appropriate for our photo op if Greg Ring, we've placed a chair between the two chairs. So if you would like to come on down and as our new leader.
Welcome, sir. Thank you, Mark. Thank you for being here.
So that concludes the ADC's agenda, and you guys are good?
Okay, so our next meeting will be scheduled for December 23rd at 5 a.m. in the Media Center. Do we need anything in the second hearing of the public, or are we're all done with the hearing of the public? So yes, sir. Okay. For the Lorain Board of Education, we can have a motion to adjourn on this end. A motion?
Motion adjourned.
Support.
Support.
Roll call.
Mrs. Zaria? Yes. Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Ms. Johnson?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
Mr. Coughlin?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Brien? Yes. Dr. Sampson?
Yes.
Dr. Summers?
Yes.
Mrs. Sanders?
Yes.
One more question before we go. So for the good of the order, because I know it's going to be a question, when can we look to start seeing you around the district, sir?
Anything on my extended days? There's supposed to be a motion on the extended days, I think. I'm not sure that got done.
So the contract you just signed,
It was in there?
it is the last section. I can speak to that, or council can. And it's really up to the commission, but you can begin anytime in December on a per diem basis up until your actual start day, which I believe is January 3rd by contract. So we've authorized that, and so that is what you just signed. So it's really between you and the commission to whenever that makes sense.
So tomorrow is safe to say tomorrow? Go ahead, Ms. Fan.
And I don't mean to speak for us, but I guess I am going to speak
Go
for
ahead,
us
you know
right
what's
now
happening.
and say that I think our intent is that the sooner you can be in the buildings and start to do walkthroughs and start to get to know people in this capacity, that would be what we would prefer.
Amen.
What's your schedule look like for tomorrow?
Tomorrow or Friday?
Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.